Hi everybody, and welcome back to Coblentz Builders, where we take your dreams and turn them into reality. In this week's video, we're going to finish up the 30 by 40 car garage down here in Evans City, and then we're going to get started on the next build. Come check it out.
Thanks, Bob. Now that we've got metal on the roof of the building and on the back, it's time to swing around to what I'm going to call the near gable end of the building, and we're getting some measurements here because we've got a man door that's going to go in. And at the same time, we have some bookshelf framing that we need to put into that opening that we had so that we could bring the trusses in using the skid steer. Here, one of our crew members is just taking the standard measurements of 36 inches wide by 80 inches high, and then we will frame that opening in again before we hang the door. Once the measurements are taken and the 2x6s in the bookshelf framing have been marked, it's time to get down on the green board and make our marks down there. Then it's time to get to cutting. Here he is making a plunge cut in the green board, and I just wanted to slow part of it down for you so you can get a good look. Here he is adding the first couple of planks for the wainscoting, and this typically is 3 to 4 feet above where the floor level is going to be. Pretty standard issue is usually 36 inches. This view also provides a pretty good look at that framing around our man door. But now it's time to shift gears and start putting the house wrap up on the near gable end. There's not a lot to talk about here. Pretty standard issue house wrap installation. But as we move around to the front of the house, it's time to start installing some garage door trim. And while our foreman is taking care of that, our wrapping crew has made their way to the man door opening. And once that little project is finished, then this near gable end of the house will be wrapped and it'll be all ready for the next step. And in this case, that next step just happens to be snapping a chalk line for the wainscot. This end has a good line, but right there we had to re-snap the other end. And now we've got a nice, full, clean wainscot line. Here's our first look at our man door, and it sustained a little bit of damage before it got to us that we had to straighten up on the frame right there. But we got it taken care of and it's good to go. And just like that, our man door is sitting in place. We have to make a couple of small adjustments before we permanently affix it to the structure, but that's coming right up. And just as a reminder, when we put our screws in to attach the door, we always put them in behind the rubber seals, and that just provides a much better look, and you don't see those ugly screw heads every time you open and walk through the door. Just a couple of final checks on the man door while the crew lead works his way across the front of the building installing that garage door trim. And here's your final outside look at the fully installed man door. And don't worry, we'll get that frame cleaned up before we're all said and done. Now that we've gotten through the man door, I can focus my attention to the house wrap and the garage door trim on the front of the garage. We'd like you to pay special attention to how clean those corner cuts are and how smooth and snug they fit together. With that piece in place, all that's left to do is to secure it with our battery-operated Milwaukee Fuel trim nailers. And in a blink of an eye, we're ready to start putting metal on the front. That means business is about to pick up for our cut guy. And here you get a peek at our crew foreman using his speed square to lift the edge of the piece of metal he's sliding in over top of the garage door so that we get the proper overlap. Here at the bottom of the white metal, you see we've got the Z-bar installed in preparation for the wainscot, while our crew foreman works on making a couple of cuts for the rat guard that's going to go in on this small section just before the garage door opening. One final check to make sure we've got the right length before installation, and it's good to go. Here you can see the crew foreman has moved to the middle garage door opening where he's installing that top piece of garage door trim. All the while, you're going to catch some work going on the man door, and I know we've been through that already, but like I mentioned earlier, there's typically 2 or 3 projects going on at different places on each building all at the same time. At Coblentz Builders, we pride ourselves on the team's efficiency. And speaking of efficiency, I realize we've already seen metal go up on this end of the building, but I wanted to return for just a moment to show how efficient one person can be. We've got soffit going up. We're getting ready to get some fascia metal put on that end and some J-channel going up to receive the metal. And then he's going to hop down to the corner and he's going to put that bird box on. And since we're talking about that J-channel, we might as well go ahead and put it to good use by adding the first piece of metal down here on the near gable end. With that first piece being installed and a couple of screws to hold it in place, now it's time to put the level to it just to make sure that it's all good to go, and then we can finish up with all of the rest of the screws. As you can see, the Z-bar is already in place, again, awaiting that wainscoting. And we've got our soffit and fascia guy hard to work, adding the last couple of pieces of soffit to this gable end. And this is a good shot to show that we've got that last piece of fascia metal right up there at the gable added as well. And here's a nice shot through the goalposts to show you the wainscot going up on the near gable end. Just moments before the rat guard goes in. He takes a couple measurements. And he makes a quick little cut. And that gets the corners squared off, ready to receive the rat guard. Plus, of course, one little love tap with his Fisker's hammer. And here we are grabbing some measurements for the next piece of metal. As you can see, it's going to hit right at the peak on this end of the building, but no worries, it's not a big deal for our cut guy. We do want to just make sure though that we have everything just right. In this time lapse, you get to see the framing for the man door, the house wrap go up, and the work start on the front of the building, including the garage door trim inside the garage door openings. And this time lapse will get us caught up to just about where we left off. We've got our cut guy getting after it, and there's that piece that runs right into the peak, just like I was talking about. And now back to the front of the building, where you can see we're getting the metal slid in above the middle garage door opening, as well as the fascia metal going up right above that same garage door opening. And then our crew leader moves down to the next garage door and puts the top piece of the garage door trim in. And here we have a nice look for you of the finished soffit and fascia all the way across the front of the garage. As you can see, we've worked our way down to the last couple of pieces of metal to get the front of the building finished up. And there is the last piece of wainscot delivered by our cut guy. And then here's a quick sneak peek around the gable end just to check on progress there. But stand by, we'll get there quick. Here's a quick look at the finished front of the garage for you, but we still have a little bit of work to do around the man door, and we still have this entire gable end down here by these trees that we need to get to. Here's one of our crew members using his Milwaukee nail gun to put the J-channel up around the man door, which can only mean one thing: the metal is getting close. As work continues on this near gable end, one of our crew members pops inside the garage building, and I'm going to use that as our segue to work our way down to this other gable end that we need to get finished up. Aha! Caught you grabbing a quick sip of coffee. That's alright, he's gonna need the energy. He's doing some mental calculations to figure out the measurements we need to add the wainscot framing, and then we're gonna move pretty fast through this gable end, folks, so buckle up and hang on. The house wrap is installed, we're gonna move quickly into the metal going in on the top, and we're just gonna kind of go through this process. It's the same process we went through step by step on the other gable end of the garage, so we don't need to spend a ton of time here, but I just wanted to go ahead and give you a peek. Measurements get made. As you can see, the Z-bar is already installed, the white metal up on top, the gray wainscot metal on the bottom, Here, one of our crew members is going to go ahead and add a section of rat guard to the bottom. Then we're going to get the last couple pieces of wainscot slid in. Just before we add the final corner piece. And with that, the 30 by 40 car garage is as far as the primary crew can take it at this point. But don't forget, there's a whole nother building up above this one, and it's considerably bigger. So make sure you stay tuned. We're going to finish this week's video out with a couple of time lapses just to show you the final products. And again, we've got a couple of special videos coming up in this Evans City Build special, and also a whole nother building to go through. So make sure you stay tuned. Stay plugged into Coblentz Builders YouTube channel. Please make sure that you like and subscribe our videos. It really goes a long way to helping out the channel. And stay tuned for more. We will see you on the next one.
If you are in the northwestern Pennsylvania or eastern Ohio area and are interested in us building your building and being featured on one of our next videos, then call me, Robert, at 814-572-5241, and I'd be happy to talk to you.